searched for a man named Jim Sonnett. And the legends folks tell may be true. Most call him gunman and killer. He's my son, who I hardly knew. I raised Jim's boy from the cradle. Till the day he said to me, I have to go find my father. And I reckoned that's how it should be. So we ride, Jim's boy and me. Well, how should I know what they meant? But one said they was waiting on a telegram. And the other one said he could take Jim Sonnett drunk or sober.
Well, then somebody's gonna let him know where Pa is. All we gotta do is wait and follow him.
Well, that's one way.
Well, what else can we do?
Get that telegram before they do.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to awaken you.
Then why light the lamp?
It's supper time.
Yeah, I feel more like breakfast.
Steak and eggs?
And lots of coffee.
Good, I'll go across the street and order it, and then we can eat here. Oh, well, that is, of course, unless you still don't trust that room upstairs.
I was asleep. You looked out for me. I trust you. We'll eat wherever you say.
Good. Well, you go right up those stairs, and I'll be along with the food shortly. Jim, when did you fall asleep?
About an hour after I closed my eyes. How'd you know? My breathing?
Your lips. They moved slightly when I kissed you.
Yeah. They do that every now and then.
You ought to know better. Don't talk, Sandy, don't talk. My head is killing me. Who is it?
Man from the telegraph office.
Now, it's about time. Give it to me.
Well, hold on now. My orders is to deliver this only to the man it's sent to. What's your name?
Now, look, old man.
I gotta know your name.
Oh, it could be either one of us. I'm Duke Edwards, and this is Sandy Blake.
Duke Edwards or Sandy Blake, huh?
Now, give it to us, old man.
Be glad to. Jeff! Now, step back there slow. And unbuckle them gun belts. Slow now. Sit yourself down on the edge of that bed there. Jeff, you watch him till I get back.
Look, what is this?
Quiet. The boy's got orders to shoot if you move. That goes for moving your mouth, too. Now, look, Sonny. That's not talk. You just pay attention to that there key. And you tell me right off as soon as you get a message come in from me or my partner.
Yes, sir, Mr. Blake. And your partner's name is,
Duke Edwards. Now, pay attention.
This time, my love, you really are asleep.
Now tell me who Milhone is.
We don't have to tell you nothing.
No? You was hired to wait here until you got word where Jim Sonnett was. Then you was hired to ride there and kill him. You was hired by a man named Milhone. Now, we don't like folks wanting to kill James Sonnett. This here is James's son. I'm his father. So you can see now, either we get the truth out of you, or we leave you dead. So you can't be harming my boy.
All right. Well, Milhone and his brother picked a fight with Jim about a year ago. Jim killed his brother. He only winged Milhone.
Milhone wants revenge.
He wants to be in on the kill. If we got a telegram, so did he.
Is this Milhone in town?
Not this one. He's in Waco.
All right. Stand up and move into the corner. Jeff, you rip up them sheets. I'm good.
Where is he, Grandpa?
You don't want to read it in front of them. Jim Sonnett here. Better hurry. Have telegraphed Milhone, and he is on way. If he does job alone, you won't be paid. Come to my place in Benton Flats. It's signed just Angela. Come on, let's go.
The best good morning anybody's said to me in years.
Miss Drake? Miss Drake, it's important.
What is it?
Told me to stand guard, not let anybody in. There's a crowd out there who wants their morning drinks. Will you open up or not?
It's all right now, Pete. The danger is past. The gentleman is away.
How far do you figure to Benton Flats?
It's too far to go without a breather for these horses. I'd reckon another 15 miles, give or take a hill or two.
Well, this Milhone, what if he gets there before we do?
Well, he just might.
Yeah, but an ambush paw, I mean.
Son, there's been many an ambush set for your pa the past 20 years. But the good Lord has kept it from happening. And I say it's still up to him. When it happens, and if it happens.
Well, I wish I had your faith, Grandpa.
You do, Jeff. I've just had mine with me a sight more years, that's all.
Well, let's go. They're rested enough.
It's hot.
Yeah.
You said you could stay for a while.
I said I could stay until I have to move on.
And just when might that be?
Somehow, I just never seem to know.
Well, at least you're rested.
That I am.
What would you like to do today? We could stay here or go for a walk or take a drive. Whatever.
Well, whatever sounds good. But the drive sounds safer.
There's some pretty country around here.
Lady, country to me is just something to go through. But with you, maybe it could be different.
I'll have Peter get the buggy hitched. This is my favorite spot. What do you think?
I think if I had to get away fast, I'd use the gorge instead of crossing the lake.
Will it always be this way?
The man has to pay for what he's done. Has to be what he becomes. Always. I don't know. Can a man undo what he's done? Can he not be what he is? I don't know. I can wish a lot, but I really don't know if wishes come true.
You're something I've never met, Jim Sonnett.
I thought we came for a drive.
So did I. But I'd suddenly like to go home. And I'd like to lock the doors. I'd like you inside the doors. I'd like you safe.
Locked doors are never safe. They're just as hard to get out of as to get into. But with you, I feel safe, Angela.
Jim, I want to go home.
Then we go home.
Don't lock it.
Maybe we were talking about two different things a while back.
Yes, maybe. I want to change my clothes. I'm a working woman, remember?
Come out here. People work for you downstairs. You give orders. You don't have to dress any certain way to give orders. Now go down and tell them what to do and then come back. And don't take long.
Everybody, listen to me. Now, I want all of you out. No questions. Just everybody out. Now. Peter, you too.
Hey, sorry, we're closed.
You just opened again.
The man said we were closed. We are.
Not to me, you're not. I'm Duke Edwards. Sandy's waiting outside. Now, where is he? Where's Jim Sonnett? Milhone offered us a lot of money, and we aim to earn it.
Well, he left. I couldn't keep him. Not 10 minutes ago. He rode east.
10 minutes ago?
Maybe 5, but if you hurry.
Yes, ma'am.
Peter. Peter, get Mr. Sonnett's horse saddled and bring it out front here, quickly.
Right.
How long have you known Milhone?
He bought this place for me.
You're expensive.
I was married once to a man with strong dreams. I left Boston with him to come out west. He didn't have any money. Just strong dreams.
And Milhone had no dreams. Just money.
A runaway team ran down my husband in Kansas City. I borrowed the money from Mr. Milhone to bury him. I owed Mr. Milhone something.
I'd have dug a hole for free.
You know the whole story.
But you don't. Milhone and his brother were kicking around a colored man who was drunk and out of line. I didn't like what he was doing either. But I like worse to see two men kick one. I asked them to stop. But they just... Well, it happened. But not in the back.
Don't drink anymore, Jim.
Don't talk anymore, lady.
I sent him away. You heard me send him away.
That you sent for them at all is what burns more than this whiskey.
If they don't find your trail, they might come back.
Yeah, they might.
Then you shouldn't be drunk.
I'm never drunk.
It could slow you down.
Nothing has yet. You know, I might have to kill those men.
Or be killed yourself. That's what counts.
You're wrong. Everybody counts.
Sonnett.
Better think twice, Milhone. Stay with this woman. Don't die in this street.
It's you who's gotta die, Sonnett.
We all do, someday. But you're trying to rush it. Your two hired guns aren't here to help you. And you could never do it alone.
You got a holstered 6-gun. I got a shotgun.
I can draw in the time it'll take you to raise it. I can fire as you cock it, and you'll be dead and falling even before your reflex can pull the trigger.
That's big talk.
It's not talk, Milhone. I don't brag. I know.
And if I die, you think that makes you live, Sonnett? Angela sent a telegram to 2 gunfighters. I sent for 5 more.
I don't see them. With a man like you, I never believe what I don't see.
They'll be along. If not today, maybe tomorrow.
You might not see tomorrow.
Doesn't matter. I left $5,000 with my lawyer in Kansas City. They collect only if they show your body to my lawyer, if I'm dead or alive. You see, Sonnett, I planned for you to die. Whether I'm around to see it really doesn't matter.
You could love me, Jim Sonnett.
I could. Another time. Another world. We might even have had a son. A son I could keep. Yeah, lady. It could have been. But it ain't.
Why didn't you say who you really were? He was right behind those curtains, right there.
I know, but it just wasn't meant to be, ma'am. We didn't know your sentiment.
Neither did I.
Was there anything else, ma'am? I mean, anything he might have said?
The boy wants to know, did he ever mention his family?
No, I don't. Yes. Before he left, he said something very personal about him and me. And then he said, we might have had a son. a son he could keep.
We'll be leaving now, ma'am. You can understand wanting to hurry. We're close, and there is a chance.
Ma'am.
Dear Lord, our thanks for showing us that James is living still. We pray you'll soon unite us, if that should be your will.